it's a thing. Never mind.
It's a fucking trigger fucking thing, like your fancy scope.
Okay.
Here we go.
Ooh.
Best dessert you've ever had.
Oh, that's a good
Best.
question.
Besides that, pussy.
It depends if it's. Are you talking about high end or are you talking about like some ghetto bomb?
Let's go both. Let's go something you can grab like that, and then something like fancy as fuck.
I guess both of them are kind of ghetto.
Really?
The first one, there's this chain called Polly's Pies. It's kind of like a Marie Callender's.
Oh, I know exactly. There's one in Carson.
Yeah, it's like a Marie Callender's competitor,
Yeah.
and they got this thing called Uncle Ben's.
I know exactly what that is.
How is that just SoCal? I've never heard of it.
It's a super warm apple pie, and the top has like this cinnamon crumble.
Yeah.
It comes with this ice cream,
Into
and
it.
they put cinnamon on top and the caramel.
That shit is
syrup.
rich, but that shit is good.
It's fucking good.
That
Is it
pretty
ghetto
good.
just because it's kind of cheap in a chain?
Well, it's like a, I would
It's
say, almost like a downgrade to like Coco's too.
Yeah, it's like
Oh, we have Coco's.
$3. It's
Yeah.
like $3
Yeah, yeah,
or something.
Yeah, Coco's is a little bit more mainstream than Polly's Pies. I don't think a lot of people know about it.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know about it.
So there's that, and then my other thing, my favorite dessert of all time is root beer floats.
Oh, what?
I do like root beer
I love
floats.
it.
I like flan.
Flan's good.
Flan is fucking good.
Flan's something I feel like you can't really have like a bad flan.
I think there could be bad flan.
I've never had
I don't think I've had.
You mean like some cookies though? You're like, I'd rather not even eat this.
There's a lot of cookies that are bad.
Yeah.
I used
Oh,
to
yeah,
love
yeah.
Chips Ahoy when I was a kid.
Oh, really?
Look at
Yes.
that's not bad. I don't like it.
I like white chocolate chip macadamia cookies.
No matter
Yeah,
what,
sure.
though, even if it's like hard.
Mrs. Fields.
Mrs.
Oh.
Fields is good, bro.
Yeah.
I'll have to take you guys to a good
Ooh,
cookie spot.
ice
on the
cream
side.
sandwich with.
So
oh, I do like frozen yogurt. By the way.
So-
a lot.
I was gonna go Pizookie. I know you were.
Oh, really?
I like the ice cream
I
sandwich.
I love Pizookie too.
We have a. I don't know if we took you there. We have a place called Chicago Fire in Sacramento. It's
Mhm.
just a Chicago Fire pizza place.
Yeah, sounds
They
good.
have like a Pizookie type deal.
Bazooka?
So good. Bro. Pizookie, you're good.
It looks like Elmer Fudd right now.
I know. I look funny with the hat, like really high. It looks like I have a big ass.
I was gonna go cheap. Thrifty's ice cream.
Oh,
I love
so
it.
I like rainbow sherbet.
Why is it so good? It's like 39 cents.
I don't know.
It's
What's
so
your favorite
stupid.
flavor?
Anything. I like cookies and cream,
Okay.
cookie dough type.
That's good.
Have you ever
Rocky
tried
Road.
chocolate malted crunch?
No, no doubt. Yeah, I like things with candy in them.
That's my favorite.
Really?
Thrifty's ice cream. Chocolate malted crunch.
That sounds bomb.
Favorite pre-lift food?
It depends on the
Lift,
day.
huh?
You know, like if it depends on the lift and the day. So if it's breakfast, I like to have eggs, toast, and like some type of meat.
Yeah.
If it's like
Got
I'm
meat
gonna-
in your mouth?
yeah, I love meat
Fish
in my
sticks?
mouth. I love it. I'm just like right in there. I put it all in my mouth. But if it's like evening or afternoon lifting, like I like rice and like maybe chicken or a steak or something like
Pretty
that.
simple.
Meat, yeah.
Or
Carbs.
I only train in the mornings.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's just a banana and coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mornings I'm like that, and then like afternoon I'll go burrito, Chipotle burrito.
Oh,
But,
that
like,
sounds good.
It's gotta be like 3 hours before.
Yeah.
otherwise I like a full.
I can do like an hour and a half, and eat.
You guys have both messed with some like conjugate West Side stuff.
Yeah.
At some point.
I have.
How long should someone wait in between max effort days?
Oh well, I mean,
Are you talking about lower and upper body, or are you
Yeah.
talking about lower body and lower body?
Yeah, I guess both.
Let's go.
What
For
do you
max effort, I think since you're trying to just hit one top heavy, it should be at least one top
Yeah.
heavy single.
Like heavy.
Yeah. So I mean, it just until you feel better until you're zoned in, you know. But if it's obviously dynamic effort, there should be some type of rest period, anywhere from 60 to 90 seconds per speed work.
Max effort days, rest between lifts, as long as you need to hit a big weight.
Yeah.
Dynamic days, probably speed it up a little bit.
You should definitely take shorter breaks.
Do a little bit of cardio.
I mean, you're really trying to activate your fast twitch muscle fibers. So you want to be as fast and as explosive as possible.
Yep, hit them. But how about days in between max effort days?
For me, like
weeks.
between an upper and lower body, I usually like to keep it at least 2 or 3 days, especially if you're gonna do lower body first.
Yeah.
Just because sometimes it does take a little bit longer for you to recover. If you do
Yeah.
upper body, I've done because my schedule's all crazy. On conjugate, I've done a max upper body and immediately do a max lower body the next day, and I was cool.
You're done. Oh, you were cool.
I was cool. No, it was upper body and then lower body.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Makes
I
sense.
guess
Yeah,
it's like
That makes good sense.
But if it's the other way around, there's no way.
And then lower to lower should probably be 6 to 7 days.
Yeah.
Which is more beneficial to overall athleticism, deadlift or squat?
It depends. It's gonna depend on what your goals are.
Why not both?
I mean, technically, both are going to be beneficial because obviously deadlift is going to target more of your back. Squat, although there is a load on your back that needs to stabilize, you're recruiting more muscles with your lower body. I mean, if you're trying, like, for a basketball player, maybe squatting and might be more beneficial because it might increase their vertical.
I think Lou's right. There's a lot of other factors too. Like
Yeah.
so let's go basketball. There's like, what if you're 6'6"?
Yeah.
You got a deadlift off the same height bar as
the range of motion is going to be ridiculous.
Yeah, so maybe box squatting.
Yeah.
My opinion is that I think the squat is the foundation to pretty much like all exercise movements.
Hands down.
So I definitely think the squat is the most important. So what I've seen is someone that's a very strong squatter with a little bit of deadlift training, they can get their deadlift up.
I agree.
I've seen insane deadlifters, and they train like crazy on the squat, and squat still sucks.
Yeah, and squatting is just such a athletic position, right? Like volleyball, tennis, basketball, you're all kind of in that same athletic position.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a squat.
And it's also a natural and functional movement.
Hit 'em, buddy.
Yeah.
Which thickness belt do you like? 10, 13 millimeter?
I'm a big fan of 13 millimeter. I'm a big, at least as far as just like if you have like to me like again it's like going into battle. So if you can take the biggest gun, that's what you should use. And the 13 millimeter for me is going to be safer. It's going to be thicker. It's going to stabilize more.
So it's all about thickness for you.
Yeah, for me, I don't care so much about comfort. I mean, powerlifting is not comfortable, so
That's true.
That's just my mentality.
Honestly, I can't even tell. I've switched belts on and off. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, you're gonna go
Yeah.
and clean on the handle. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I've had both, and to me, the 10 feels really flimsy.
I think it depends on my body weight. Actually, both body weights, I probably prefer a 10, especially now that the slingshot came out, but I wear the 10.
Is it just a 10 or a 13?
We make both.
Oh, nice.
The 10, I can feel it all the way around my body. And
Yeah.
sometimes 13s are too stiff, so like
Yeah.
when I bend over,
Oh,
it'll be
those
a gap.
Yeah, I mean, it also, like, if you break in the belt, there's a lot of factors.
And it
but
depends on lift too. Like I can wear a 13 more on a squat because I don't have that gap, but deadlift I have that gap.
Yeah.
Personal preference.
and if you're going with lever or prong, too.
Yeah, that's true, too.
Do you guys see yourself lifting for the rest of your life, or do you see yourself trying a new sport? Like I guess powerlifting, they said, instead of weightlifting, CrossFit, and such.
I see myself lifting for the rest of my life just because I think it's one of the most healthy things that you can do.
Yeah.
And it's good for your bones, it's good for your muscles. And even if I do try different things, like we talked about it, where like after we accomplish some of the goals I want to do in powerlifting, probably move on to maybe like jiu-jitsu or something.
Yeah.
I would still leave at least 2 like barbell days. I might
Throw in
do
some yoga or some shit, but
Yeah.
I might do like a jiu-jitsu day or a yoga day or something, but for sure I'm gonna have at least 2 barbell days out of the way.
I agree. I definitely plan on lifting some form of weight, whether if it's not powerlifting, it might be more like bodybuilding.
Yeah.
You know, as I get older, I definitely want to just do things for longevity, take care of my body. Bone density, all that stuff is usually a big issue as far as just like a lot of muscle atrophy for older people because they don't tend to lift anything. And so, I mean, I would definitely like to do like maybe like biking and backpacking. That would be pretty cool. And weightlifting. I would love to do weightlifting. That's definitely the goal
Really?
in the future. Yeah.
Favorite YouTuber and comedian?
Oh shit.
That's hard.
Honestly, for me, it's probably gonna be Bart, just because I'm not really.
For both?
Yeah, only because I've never really been on YouTube. For 3 months that I worked with them, he would tell me to watch his videos or ask me if I watch his videos, and I had no idea what he was talking about. And I remember when I started working, he was like, "Oh, did you see the video?" I was like, "Oh, nah," and I had no idea what he was talking about because I didn't know that him and Gio were like these big YouTubers. I didn't really know anything about YouTube, to tell you the truth. Like, YouTube's. And like I was exposed and just like open to like a new world that I didn't even know about, which is pretty cool. And I still don't watch too much YouTube, to tell you the truth.
I don't even watch that much YouTube. So
Yeah, and you're friends with a bunch.
Yeah, so I don't really know like who my favorite YouTuber would be, but comedian wise, like my inspiration from the start is like Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, so
Dave Chappelle's fucking
He's
funny.
amazing.
He's like legendary.
But you're really funny too. Like there's these highlights there's like these videos that I would show to Bart all the time that I think are funny. Like, yeah, like there's this one where he's just like screaming and it's in slow mo. He's like, I showed him that like a bunch of times. I thought that was funny.
Comedian's hard.
Banana!
You can come on in.
Sit down!
Q&A, let's go.
Come in,
Come in.
close the door, close the
It's
door.
churro.
Oh no!
Chill. Wow, man.
Favorite YouTuber's hard. Like after being like good friends with Bart and Omar, like I respect their hustle more than anything.
Yeah.
I watch their content and I like it, but I'm kind of like you guys. I don't watch that much YouTube, so it's anymore at least.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of fitness YouTube because that's where I knew like I wanted to go, so I had to figure that shit out. But But also the other people like that I've seen on your channel, you guys have told me to watch, like Delegado's hella funny. David Stowe's one of my favorite like YouTubers and comedians. And then real comedians, it's hard. All those guys, like old Eddie Murphy, fucking crushes me. Like Chris Rock. All those guys are so
it's funny because like back then, the only YouTube I ever really saw was actually Mark Bell. That's actually how I found out.
Lifting?
That's how I found out about like powerlifting.
Yeah, one of those videos where he would rap.
Power Project.
And then he'll talk about how ugly he was. And then he would go into like this 30-minute inspirational speech about anything. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, I thought it was dope too.
Will hip extension power help my humping?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
That'll do sex.
I mean, barbell hip thrusts, any type of resistance work for your hips is gonna definitely help you like dominate. I'm talking about dominate, not humbly.
That's exactly what's gonna happen.
Savagely.
If you take someone that can move their hips really fast and explosively, and you tell them to give it to the girl, they're
you're gonna tear her up.
Doggy style, in just one pump, that girl's gonna fly out the bed.
It doesn't matter whether it's good. It doesn't matter whether you choose to do like a sumo. Or conventional, like you're gonna get a lot more power.
So, have you guys, both of you, found a direct correlation with when you hit a deadlift PR, do you hit a sexual peak PR?
Absolutely.
It's direct.
Yeah, bro. Sometimes when I hook up with my chick, like I'm just like, damn. That's because I've been doing a lot of squats or a lot of hip thrusts.
You think she notices?
Oh, she knows for sure.
Yeah.
She knows.
Because if you have a weak deadlift or a weak squat, and then the girl tells you to give it to her harder, you're not guilty.
You can't.
But if you're getting PR on your deadlift or your squat, then you give it to her way harder.
I know what it's like. Hawaiian pizza or not?
Yeah, I love Hawaiian pizza.
I hate Hawaiian pizza.
Why? Is it because there's a pineapple?
I don't want no fruit on my pizza.
That's
what?
I don't want no fruit on my dessert.
I love Hawaiian
pizza. I need some sausage, maybe some fucking salami.
What about mushrooms?
Yeah, if they're there, I'll eat them.
I love mushrooms.
I love pineapple because I feel like it's the double the pizza flavor. What makes pizza awesome is the tangy tomato and the salty cheese.
And the pineapple on top of that.
And now you do that.
I know exactly.
So that's your guys' go-to is Hawaiian.
I love Hawaiian.
Sure.
I love Hawaiian and I love mushrooms.
You know what always happens to me? When we're in a group of pizza, right? We're in a group about to order pizza. We go, okay, what toppings do you want? And if people want to go like basic, like not some supreme stuff, they're always like pepperoni. And I go, Hawaiian. And they go, everyone's like, nah, not that much Hawaiian. I'm like, all right, we'll just get a small, medium Hawaiian and like 2 large pepperonis.
And everybody eats Hawaiian.
I know
that shit happens.
I guarantee that's not me. My favorite's all meat though. You go like sausage, salami, bacon,
like that meat?
all that meat though.
Ever had chicken on pizza?
Love it. Yeah, I love the barbecue chicken pizza.
I like barbecue chicken pizza.
Pesto chicken or like a margarita chicken.
Oh, you're fancy.
Oh, you're fancy. Margarita pizza's good. So basic, so good. Can't go wrong.
Yeah, you're fancy.
Does twerking help glutes and hips? Yeah.
I mean, it can.
Yeah,
for sure.
What exercises? Everyone's asking about twerking. I was doing the salsa in this Q&A.
I think it's because we have bubble butts.
Maybe. They also asked what exercises help twerk, enhance twerk game.
Probably squatting, barbell hip thrusts, lunges.
All of it.
GHD for sure.
Reverse hyper.
Reverse hyper.
Reverse hyper is kind of a twerk itself.
Yeah. A lot of dynamic effort's going to help too. Band work.
How many lbs does facial hair add to your total? That joke's old. That joke's old. Like, this beard adds 50 pounds on my deadlift or whatever.
I think so.
Yeah, I feel that's like so old.
Next one,
Can
man.
I bring that new shit?
Yeah, man. Bring that new.
What else we got?
Bring that new.
I'm on your page.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Shit. We're checking everybody.
How much muscle? This is kind of interesting.
What?
How much muscle can you build without weight training? You do side bends or sit-ups.
Are you talking about naturally?
I think they're talking about like prison work.
Like calisthenics
like
and
push-ups, pull-ups. Probably a pretty good amount.
I mean,
there's some jack motherfuckers that I think just do push-ups and pull-ups.
Are they natural though?
I don't know.
That's a tough question.
What about prison guys? You think they have steroids?
Yeah. That's the steroids.
I've never been in the pen.
No, I have some friends that have been in jail, and
they get that.
They say it's easier to get steroids than it is to get some of the other drugs.
That's interesting.
And it's one of the most sought after drugs, actually.
I still feel like a natural guy can do a good amount of push-ups.
Yeah, they do steroids in prison actually to defend themselves.
Yeah. It's just weird. But like when you're talking about hypertrophy, you just need to find like muscular fatigue.
Yeah.
So you'd obviously do a shit ton of push-ups.
Yeah,
pull-ups.
it would just be a lot of volume.
Yeah, but you can get there.
Yeah.
You could get
If you do like 100 pull-ups a day,
Yeah.
it takes it to 10.
You're probably look pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all we really do for back anyways. I mean, I know we deadlift, but that's not direct back.
Yeah.
Safety bar squat versus cambered bar squat.
Well, the safety squat bar is
That's what I meant.
going to target a lot of your anterior chain. The cambered bar is going to target a lot of your posterior chain. It's also going to force you to tighten a lot of your core. Safety squat bar is also going to target a lot of your back because it's forcing you to lean forward. So you're supposed to keep very upright. It's going to be kind of similar to a front squat.
Yeah.
Cambered bar you could also use for good mornings. You could actually use the safety squat bar for good mornings as well, which is really awesome.
Yeah, they're both better for good mornings than sitting in the gym.
Yeah, for sure.
Which one do you like more?
For me, I think they're both very similar. They feel very similar when you're underneath the bar too.
Yeah.
I think if you're looking to build like some more core stability, then I would say the cambered bar.
Yeah.
Don't hold on to the sides.
I agree.
Hold on to the sides, and
You
kind
can
of
It removes that.
kind of defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
Like, still keep your hands up here. But if you're like going through some sort of shoulder or pec injury, I think safety squat bar is a great way to go because you can pretty much squat with your hands out.
Yeah.
You don't even need to hold on to it.
Yeah. You could even use the buffalo bar.
Yeah.
It removes tension from your shoulders as well. It might still put a little stress, but I would say that the safety squat bar is probably going to be the best choice for any type of like arm injury and stuff like that.
Because any of my friends, especially David Soaps, who always goes, "Oh, I can't come in this week because I got my shoulder." I'm like, dude,
I got that safety squat bar.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Or even the belt squat now.
Yeah, the picture.
Yeah.
Don't worry, David.
Yeah.
We got
We
We got
Get your ass in there.
Is Lou superhuman?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I agree. That's it. That's all, folks. I think it's time for food.
Let's do it.
Juice, everybody.
Lou's gonna cook me dinner. Follow Lou Devez on Tinder,
Juice. Nah.
Pinterest, and Grindr.
No. Juice. Bye. Hey, bye.
Let's go!